didn't slam the door when you left. You didn't even raise your voice. There was no lightning strike, no sudden theft, just the quiet echo of a choice. You sat across the kitchen table, tracing circles on the wood, telling me you're just not able to love me like you know you should. And the sun was hitting the curtains gold, while my entire world went gray and cool. You broke me softly like a falling leaf, a silent slow motion kind of beat. No jagged edges, no glass on the floor, just a gentle closing of an open door. You took the air right out of the room, like a fire losing its midday bloom. I didn't even feel the snap, you see, because you were so kind when you ruined me. Yeah, you broke me softly. I'm looking for a bruise to show the pain, but there's no mark upon my skin. It's like a steady misting rain that soaks through where the walls are thin. You held my hand while you let me go. You kissed my cheek and said I'm sorry. A velvet blade, a riff that blow, the sweetest end to a tragic story. Now I'm standing in the quiet of the hall, wondering how it didn't hurt at all until the fall. You broke me softly like a falling leaf, a silent slow motion kind of breeze. No jagged edges, no glass on the floor, just a gentle closing of an open door. You took the air right out of the room, like a flower losing its midday bloom. I didn't even feel the snap, you see, because you were so damn kind when you ruined me. I almost wish you'd sleep, I almost wish you'd lied. Give me a reason to hate the ghost of a never sated side. But you were perfect, you were great, even as you erased my face from every plan you ever made. Watching the colors start to fade. Tea's gone cold on the marble coaster. The dust is settling on your side of the bed. I still haven't moved that old frame poster, or silenced the echoes of the things you said. The neighbors ask why the porch light screaming, cutting through the dark until the break of dawn. But I'm terrified of waking from this dreaming to a world that's realized you're really gone. The calendar's a liar, it says months have passed, but I'm still standing where you saw me last, right where the heart beneath the floor, watching the shadow underneath the door. And I'm still waiting for you, like a lighthouse in a storm with no ships in sight. I'm still waiting for you in the middle of the day and the dead of the night. It's telling and the world keeps spinning around, but there's a new life waiting to be found. But I can't move, no I don't want to. I'm still waiting for you. I saw your sister at the grocery store. She looked away, right, she'd seen a ghost. I wanted to ask if you're happy now, or if you miss the things I miss the most. I remember after every month and gravel drive, hoping every car is the one that brings you home. and I'm keeping my word. Even if the ending is all that you heard. The light's still on, yeah, I'm still here. The door's unlocked, babe, just like last year. I'm still waiting for you. I rearranged the living room, I moved the easy chair to hide the spot upon the floor where you used to stand and stare. I bought a different brand of tea, I changed my signature scent. I'm trying to rewrite the maps to everywhere we went. The labels on the boxes say I've packed you all away, but the silence in the kitchen has too much to say. I can delete the messages, I can block the calls, I can scrub your memory off these four wide walls. I can tell my mother that I'm doing just fine, but there's a stubborn rhythm that I can't untwine. 'Cause I can't unlove you, heaven knows I've tried. I can't take the always out of forever inside. It's like trying to pull the color from a Sunday morning sky, or asking a river to stop running dry. I can untrace your footsteps, I can unread the news, but baby, after everything, I can't unlove you. I went out Friday night with a man I didn't know. He had a kind of gentle voice and nowhere else to go. He leaned in for a moment and he touched me on the hand, and for a second I forgot the way I'd carefully planned to keep my heart in hiding, to keep the shutters closed. But your ghost was in the candlelight and my weakness showed. I can burn the photographs, I can change the locks, I can put our history in a cardboard box. I can tell the mirror that I'm over the worst, but some kind of blessing stays some kind of curse. And I can't unlove you, heaven knows I've tried. I can't take the always out of forever inside. It's like trying to pull the color from a Sunday morning sky, or asking a river to stop running dry. I can untrace your footsteps, I can unread the news, but baby, after everything, I can't unlove you. Is there a secret off switch that I haven't found yet? A way to teach a beating heart how to just forget. They say time is a healer, they say wounds always mend, but how does a story stop when you can't write the end? No, I can't unlove you, heaven knows I've tried. I can't take the always out of forever inside. It's like trying to pull the color from a Sunday morning sky, cannot love you. I just cannot love you. I still buy the coffee that you liked, even though the kitchen's quiet now. I leave a little space on the left side of the bed, hoping I'll forget the way, but I don't know how. I used to tell the time by the sound of your key turning in the lock, coming home to me. You were the anchor in the middle of the gale, the wind in the sheet of my tattered sail. And they say that people come and go like the tide, but I'm still standing on the shore, nowhere to hide. I didn't just lose a lover or a friend, I lost the beginning, the middle, and the end. 'Cause you were my everything, the air in my lungs, the song that I'd sing. You were the North Star when I lost my way, the only reason I would face the day. I built my world on the palm of your hand. Now I'm just shifting through the desert sand. God, it's a long way down from the height of us when you were my everything, and now you're just dust. I saw your coat in the back of the hall. I haven't had the heart to move it at all. It still smells like the rain in that night in July when we promised the world under a charcoal sky. Now I'm relearning how to breathe on my own in a house full of ghosts, in a zip code of stone. Every road that I take leads back to your name, but the person I was, she isn't the same. And they say that time is a healer of souls, but time's just a shovel digging deeper holes. I didn't just lose a piece of my heart, I lost the map that showed me where to start. 'Cause you were my everything, the air in my lungs, the song that I'd sing. You were the North Star when I lost my way, the only reason I would face the day. I built my world on the palm of your hand. Now I'm just shifting through the desert sand. God, it's a long way down from the height of us when you were my everything. How do I be me without the you? What does the sky do when it's no longer blue? I'm a shadow searching for a light that went out. I'm a whisper screaming in a world full of doubt. You weren't just a chapter, you were the whole book. Now I'm terrified to give it one last look. Yeah, you were my everything, the gold on my finger, the weight of the ring. You were the North Star when I lost my way, the only reason I would face the day. I built my world on the palm of your hand. Now I'm just shifting through the desert sand. God, it's a long way down from the height of us when you were my everything. You were the sun, you were the rain, you were the only thing worth the pain, my everything. Now you're just a memory, but you were my everything. The kettle didn't scream this morning, Just let out a tired, heavy sigh. I watch the steam dissolve into the ceiling, like a secret that we both forgot to buy. We're sitting 3 feet apart at the table, reading headlines on our blowing screens. If I reached out, I know that I'd be able to touch your hand, but I don't know what it means. The clock is ticking louder than our voices, metronome for a song that's lost its beat. We ran out of all the easy choices. Now there's nothing left but the sound of us eating. It wasn't a crash or a thunderous sound. No blast went shattering onto the ground. No screaming matches in the middle of the hall. No writing "it's over" on the bedroom. Didn't go out in a blaze of glory, or the tragic end to a movie story. While we were sleeping, while we were breathing, love died quietly. I remember when we used to fight for just to feel the fire beneath the skin. Back when we still had the desperate power to let the light and all the anger in. But the pilot light went out sometime in winter, and neither one of us ran down to the dark to see if we could find a single splinter to try and strike a brand new little spark. Now the house is clean and the bed is made, but the color in the hallway started to fade. It wasn't a crash, but a thunderous sound. No glass went shattering onto the ground. No screaming matches in the middle of the hall. No writing "it's over" on the bedroom wall. It didn't go out in a blaze of glory, or the tragic end to a movie story. While we were sleeping, while we were breathing, love died quietly. They tell you to watch for the storms and the gale. Be warning when the ship is about to fail, but they don't tell you about the velvet thief who steals the joy and leaves the hollow grief. It's the absence of the "how was your day?" It's the things we simply stop trying to say. wasn't a crash or a thunderous sound, just the weight of the silence feeding the ground. No slamming doors as I walked down the hall, just a hollow echo, nothing at all. They're getting bored in a blaze of glory. It's just the very last page of the story. While we were dreaming, while we were leaving, love died quietly. So quiet I didn't even hear it go, just like the falling of the midnight snow. Shh, don't wake the ghost. Love died quietly. The coffee's getting cold on the counter. I forgot I only needed one cup today. The silence is a wall I can't climb over, and the shadows have so many things to say. I'm reaching for my phone to tell you a joke, then I remember the air where you used to be. Now the words are just embers and smoke, and the room is getting smaller around me. I step outside, but I don't know the street. The pavement's shifting right beneath my feet. I'm looking for a sign, a spark, a trace, but all I see is empty space. 'Cause I'm lost without you. I'm spinning in the dark, trying to find a light, trying to find a spark. You were the North Star, the map in my hand. Now I'm a stranger in a familiar land. Every road I take leads back to where we stood. I'd find my way back home if I only could. But I'm lost, yeah, I'm lost without you. Your sweater's still hanging on the hallway hook, like a chapter that I skipped in a heavy book. I'm walking through the grocery aisles alone, filling up a card for a house that isn't home. They say that time is a healer, a friend, but I'm just waiting for the day to end. I step outside, but I don't know the street. The pavement's shifting right beneath my feet. I'm looking for a sign, a spark, a trace, but all I see is empty space. 'Cause I'm lost without you. I'm spinning in the dark, trying to find a light, trying to find a spark. You were the North Star, the map in my hand. Now I'm a stranger in a familiar land. Every road I take leads back to where we stood. I'd find my way back home if I only could. I'm lost, yeah, I'm lost without you. I'm so lost, still looking for you in the crowd, still saying your name out loud. I'm lost without you. Found a Polaroid in a shoebox lid of two nervous people playing house like kids. You were wearing that shirt with the frayed out sleeves, and I was still hiding what I didn't believe. We bought a dinner table we couldn't afford, spent the first 3 nights sleeping on the floor. We had the map upside down, pointing to the coast, laughing at the things that should have scared us the most. The seasons didn't wait for us to catch our breath. The world started taking more than it left. We were practicing the lines, but we missed the cue. And I don't think I ever really told you the truth, that we were never ready for the sky to fall, never ready for the writing on the wall. We were building a castle on a fall-line floor, waiting for a peace that was never at war. We had the heart, but we didn't have the skin to keep all the cold from coming on in. I'd do it all again, but I tell you steady, darling, we were never ever ready. Then the phone calls came and the years got heavy. The leak in the roof turned into a levee. We tried to fix the engine while the car was in flight, just two ghosts dancing in the middle of the light. You learned to be quiet, I learned to be hard. We stopped playing tag in the back of the yard. Funny how the forever we used to talk about is the one thing we're trying to navigate out. Yeah, the seasons didn't wait for us to find our feet. Now there's a distance between us on a one-way street. We were practicing the lines, but we missed the cue. And I'm still looking for the me inside of you, 'cause we were never ready for the sky to fall, never ready for the writing on the wall. We were building a castle on a fall-line floor, waiting for a peace that was never at war. Oh, we had the heart, but we didn't have the skin to keep all the cold from coming on in. I'd do it all again, but I tell you steady, darling, we were never ever ready. Is anyone ever prepared for the break, for the weight of the breath that you're forced to take? Is there a manual, is there a sign, or do we just age while we're wasting our time? We were just children in oversized coats, trying to stay dry and sinking boat. No, we were never ready for the sky to fall, never ready for the silence in the hall. We were building a castle on a fall-line floor. Now I'm just a stranger at your front door. We had the heart, but we didn't have the skin to keep all the cold from coming on in. I'd do it all again, but I tell you steady, darling, we were never ever ready. We were never ready. I was just a girl, you were just a boy, playing with the love we didn't know how to employ. Look at us now, still not ready. I stopped checking the weather, I just looked at your face to see the rain. I stopped pulling myself together, and started living inside of your pain. I memorized your coffee order, the way you take your tea. But I woke up this morning and I couldn't remember me. I was so busy building a kingdom for your throne that I didn't notice I was sitting there alone. They say love is a fire, a beautiful light, but I turned up the heat till I burned out of sight. I gave you the air right out of my lungs while you were still speaking in different tongues. I loved you too much, I loved you too deep. I gave you the secrets I promised to keep. I made you my center, my sun and my sky, until I forgot how to even say I. It wasn't a lack, no, it wasn't a drought. It was a flood that I couldn't get out. I didn't lose you to a lie or a touch. I lost us because I loved you too much. I loved you too much. I painted over my colors just to match the shadows on your wall. I stood on the edge of the water just to catch you in case you should fall. But you never tripped and you never looked back. You didn't see the things that I started to lack. I was a mirror reflecting your needs while I was a garden overgrown with weeds. They say love is a virtue, the best kind of grace, but I let it erase every line on my face. I gave you the heart right out of my chest and wondered why I couldn't get any rest. I loved you too much, I loved you too deep. I gave you the secrets I promised to keep. I made you my center, my sun and my sky, until I forgot how to even say I. It wasn't a lack, no, it wasn't a drought. It was a flood that I couldn't get out. I didn't lose you to a lie or a touch. I lost us because I loved you too much. Is there a limit to how much a soul can pour before it hits the bottom and can't give anymore? I loved you until I was hollow and thin. I let you out, but I didn't let me in. Now the silence is screaming the truth I can't hide. I was a ghost while I was still alive. I loved you too much, I loved you too deep. I gave you the secrets I should have just kept. I made you my center, my sun and my sky, and now I'm just learning to look in the eye of the woman I left in the dust of our spark, the one that I drowned while I searched for your mark. I didn't lose you to a lie or a touch. I lost us because I loved you too much. Too much of a good thing, too much of a dream. Now I'm finally coming up for air, and I'm not as scared as I thought I would be. To love you a little less and finally love me. Found your old sweatshirt in the back of the drawer, the one with the tear that you didn't care for. I put it on just to catch the ghost of your scent, knowing exactly where the better days went. The clock on the wall is a rhythm in transition, but I'm still stuck here in a lonely condition, checking my phone for a ghost of a ring, while the rest of the world does its midsummer thing. They tell me the seasons are bound to turn, the lessons are hard, but they're meant to be learned. But how do I unlearn the shape of your hand when I'm still sinking in the shifting sand? Oh, the mind might get hazy, the details might fade like a Polaroid left too long in the shade. The world will keep spinning, the sun's gonna set, and my head might move on, but my heart won't forget. No, my heart won't forget. Where we used to run, watching the moon take the place of the sun. I smile at the strangers, I play the part well, but I'm still living under your permanent spell. I've deleted the photos, I've cleared out the space, but I still see your shadow in every new face. It's a quiet haunt, a soft-spoken ache, a promise I made that I'm not gonna break. Yeah, they say that time is a healer of souls, that eventually someone will fill all the holes, but they don't see the map that you drew on my skin, or the way that I lose just to let you back in. Oh, the mind might get hazy, the details might fade like a Polaroid left too long in the shade. The world will keep spinning, the sun's gonna set, and my head might move on, but my heart won't forget. It's not a burden, it's not a weight, it's just the price of a love that's great. You're the ink in the paper, the salt in the sea, you're the part of myself that's no longer me. I don't wanna heal if it means I lose you, so I'll keep the gray if I can't have the blue. Oh, the mind might get hazy, the details might fade like a Polaroid left too long in the shade. The world will keep spinning, the sun's gonna set, and my head might move on. Oh, my head might move on, but my heart won't forget. No, it won't forget. Every beat tells your story, every breath says your name. The years will go by, but the heart stays the same. My heart won't forget. No, I won't forget. The coffee's cold in your favorite chip ceramic cup. You left the book open, never bothered to pick it up. Right in the middle of a a chapter right before the turn, leaving me with all these lessons I didn't want to learn. You walked out the door like you were just grabbing the mail, but the silence you left behind is a hammer and a nail, pinning me to the floor of a house we never finished building, tearing off the edges of the dream we were still gilding. Now I'm a canvas with the colors bled dry, a rough draft written under a midnight sky. You started the fire, then you walked out on the flame, left me with half of a soul in your name. You're the architect who walked away from the view. Now I'm a skeleton of what I was with you. Yeah, you left me unfinished. We were blueprinting porches and names for a dog. Now I'm just a ghost wandering deep in the fog. I'm a sentence that ends in a comma, waiting for the rest, a heartbeat that's trapped in the hollow of my chest. I see the outline of the woman I was supposed to be, the one you were sculpting, the one you said you'd free. Oh, but the chisel is gone and the marble is cold, and I'm just a story that'll never be told. 'Cause I'm a canvas with the colors bled dry, a rough draft written under a midnight sky. You started the fire, then you walked out on the flame, left me with half of a soul in your name. You're the architect who walked away from the view. Now I'm a skeleton of what I was with you. Yeah, you left me unfinished. Is there a new girl, a brand new design? Are you painting her heart while you're erasing mine? Did you get bored of the shape I was taking, or were you just scared of the beauty we were making? I'm a bridge to nowhere, I'm a song with no key. How do I finish the rest of me? Yeah, I'm a canvas with the colors bled dry, just a rough draft written under a midnight sky. You started the fire, then you walked out on the flame, left me with half of a soul in your name. You're the architect who walked away from the view. Now I'm a skeleton of what I was with you. Oh, you left me unfinished. No, the end, just a blank page. The lights are down on an empty stage. You left the door open, but you didn't stay.